Praise him, son. Praise him, son. Praise him, son. Run, why don't you? Run. There it is. I told you breakthrough was coming. I told you. Run, son. Run, some glory they hit over here. Ah! Shut-da-da-da-da-da. Glory. Hey, you ain't seen nothing yet. You ain't seen nothing. You ain't seen it. 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 You ain't seen
You ain't seen nothing yet. Hey.
Oh, you got you coming back on our first episode after the break singing?
What? Come on here, man. You know, we gotta, man, new seasons, man, we gotta do new things. New seasons, we gotta do new things, man. You ain't seen nothing yet. You ain't seen nothing yet.
My brother, what's going on, man?
Hey, man, the blessings of the Lord make it rich and addeth no sorrow, my brother. So I am here tonight by the grace of God, and man, I'm still in praise and worship from the convocation, man. Every time I see a clip, every time I get a text message, it just warms my soul. One particular person called me and was sharing about, and we're gonna do a recap in a minute, y'all. I'm just catching up with my brother here. One parent called and we were talking. They were saying, yeah, well, my children were 2 of the 16 that received the baptism of the Holy Ghost.
Wow.
And man, before I knew it, that brother went in and the Lord started speaking to him and refilling him at that moment. Man, It was just so powerful. And, it was just a beautiful thing. Hey, Destiny. Hey, Raina.
Man, yeah, we got to.
Hey, Anisha.
Listen, do us a favor, y'all. We've had a little break, but we're back. We got a lot of information to share tonight. It's good to see everybody. Do us a favor. If you have not already, we need you to hit the share button. We need you to tag 5 people in the comments. Anisha, we see you. Destiny, we see you. Raina, we see you. My leader Williams, we see you. Anisha, thank you for tagging. Come on, let's get our numbers up. We are going to recap convocation. It's August 23rd, and I'm still on a high from convocation week. Shaw, we see you. Man, I got IYPU all in here tonight. Yes, sir.
Oh, man, y'all heavy.
Yes, sir. I think I saw Mama Graylaw going.
Woman of God, Stacia Davis. God bless you, woman of God. Thank you for joining us tonight. All the way from Atlantic City, New Jersey, or Pleasantville, New Jersey, South Jersey, in the building tonight.
Yeah, tag and share. You do not. I mean, after we do the recap, we're talking about the leadership summit. We have some amazing announcements to make tonight. So we want everybody to get this information, tag and share. And we haven't seen y'all in a few weeks. We got our Assistant General Secretary, Bishop John Daniels. Bless you, Bishop. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us tonight. Thank you for tagging.
Mama Gray.
There she is. I knew I saw her. Come on. Hey, Mama Gray.
Look, Stacia is a friend of the organization, and she's tagging people in the organization, telling them to come on in.
Wait, Jason, look. Jason, you know how You know how you do that half rise? Hold on. You know what I mean? I know we got on shorts, but let's just go ahead and Apostle Greaves just walked in. Let's just go ahead and
wait. So you said, I got on shorts.
Let's honor our first vice presiding bishop. Apostle Vincent Greaves is in the virtual space. Apostle, we appreciate you. Thank you. We know he's getting ready for his diocese conference, but he's still invested in all the way international Bible. He's on tonight, so thank you, Apostle Greaves. I see Terrence Kitchens on. Thank you so much. Come on, let's tag as many people as we can. We're gonna do a quick recap. Look, as we recap, we're gonna do something special tonight. It's a few rules, all right? If you are decent, and if you are willing to come on the show and give us your favorite convocation moment as we recap, do us a favor, put your email address in the chat, in the comments. Put your email address in the comments. We will send you the link to join. And what we say, Jay, 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
You got 2 minutes to come on and give your favorite convocation moment, or give, you can even give a testimony from convocation, how convocation blessed you. Again, you have to be decent.
Saints, say 2 minutes. We say 2 minutes. We mean 2 minutes. We not at the church, so I can't give you the bell. The organ can't start playing soft music. We're not at the awards and the DJ cue the music to let you go. But what I will do, I will mute you
and kick you off stage and kick you off the screen.
Kick you off the screen.
We will do that. So again, if you're decent, if you are willing to come on, we're gonna call this our I don't know what we want to call this segment. This is a new segment we're gonna launch.
Man, this is like when they're on the shows, they're like, callers call in. But this time we're asking you to come on the screen.
Exactly. Listen, if you're decent and you would like to come on and you're willing to come on, put your email address in the chat and we will send you the link to give you the opportunity to come on and to testify for all the International Bible Way. Jay, I think we should start the conversation. Again, we still on a high from, I'm not even gonna say convocation. We're still on a high from last November to March, and then to convocation. I feel like we're on a never-ending train ride up.
Yeah, man. Hold on 1 second, but I got something for you.
Okay.
Yeah, let me. We right here. We're still here. Woo! Come on, Corey.
He didn't have to do it, but I'm glad he did. He didn't have to do it, but I'm glad he did. He didn't have to do it, but I'm glad he did. Didn't have to do it, but I'm glad he did. He didn't have to heal me, but I'm glad he did. Didn't have to heal me, but I'm glad he did. Didn't have to feel me, but I'm glad he did. Didn't have to feel, but I'm glad he did. I'm glad he did. I'm glad he did. I'm glad he did. I'm glad he did.
Come on, Apostle.
Come on, Apostle.
Ah, yes.
Man, this Friday service was
This ain't a game.
I'm still at a loss for words.
You better bless him, assistant apostle. Give him glory. Woo. You better bless him. Revival is in the room. Revival is in the Hold it, Glenn.
Yeah.
Man, for
We had a
me,
time last night.
we had a
Mm.
for me, I mean, for me, the whole week was amazing, but that Friday was just the culmination, and then to be able to to baptize, I can't even remember. I believe it was 10, 11 young people. That day was just that's what we prayed for. That's what we fasted for. Uh, man, yeah, Jay, that was it for me.
Yeah. It was an amazing week, man. I mean, it really, really was. Something that so many will remember for a very, very, very long time.
Most definitely.
And then those who have attended, at least 30, 40 convocations, to have this one placed at, the top, in their top three, top
Yeah,
five.
yeah.
It was just a blessing to be a part of history, man.
Man,
God is been faithful.
let me tell you how we can, go over some more convocation. Again, if you have your favorite convocation moment, put it in the comments. If you are willing to come on the show tonight, put your email address in the comments and we'll send you the link. You got 2 minutes to come on and just talk to us, tell us about your favorite convocation moment. But I'll tell you what's so amazing about how God works. Um, Pastor Gloria Allen, remember on Friday,
Yeah.
we were trying to get in the pool. We thought the pool was open. We didn't realize the pool did not open until what was that, 1 o'clock? Or
Actually, three.
it was three. It was three. We got
Yeah.
out of service at 2, I think.
Yep.
And we trying to get in the pool, trying to get in the pool. We're talking to the manager. The manager's like, no, we can't open the pool without a lifeguard here. But we saying, look, we got to get in the pool. We got everybody's down here ready, everybody's dressed. And Pastor Allen, I knew she was a nurse. I knew she was a nurse. I knew she was a registered RN. So I said, okay, well, maybe if I talk to Pastor Allen, Pastor Gloria Allen, Apostle Allen's wife, if I talk to Pastor Gloria Allen, maybe they will let us open the pool if she, if she says uh, that, we got an RN. We trying to do anything. We trying to do anything we can to get in this pool. So I talked to Pastor Gloria Allen, and Pastor Gloria Allen was like, well, my granddaughter's a lifeguard. I'm like, okay, well, where is she? She's upstairs. So she gets dressed, rushes downstairs. She's got her lifeguard license and everything. She's got her lifeguard license and everything. And the manager of the pool, the manager of the hotel is like, even after first they told us if we had a lifeguard, they would open it. The manager of the hotel then is like, okay, well, we can't open it now. We got to wait till the lifeguard gets here. It's like, okay, all right, push back and forth. We can't open it. The lifeguard gets there, right, Jay? And you were there, so you know what happened. The lifeguard gets there, and then Pastor Gloria Allen, as we're baptizing the young people, I look up and her granddaughter is now getting in the water.
Yeah.
She's now getting in the water. You know what I'm saying? So it's almost like, okay, hey, look, God held up the whole thing because it was one more.
Yeah.
That wanted.
Yeah.
Apostle Grease is right. Apostle Grease told me I couldn't. he told me I couldn't lie and then go back.
Hey,
I was doing whatever. I was trying to do whatever we could do to get in the pool. The Grease is like, how you gonna lie to the people and then come and tell them and then and try to baptize somebody?
Yeah. Oh,
it worked out. It's like, man, he held everything up. We waited for an hour because there was one more that needed to go down.
Yeah.
That was, man, that was, just looking back on it, man, it is the power of God was with us all week long, and just to
absolutely
see, the plan of God in motion is completely mind blowing.
Man, it really is, and I'm just glad that I was able to, although we were working, we were still able to experience the power of God. I think, I was hearing testimonies like I was watching online, couldn't come, but made last minute reservations to come after watching online for a couple of days.
Yeah, yeah.
You
I
know,
got some of those too. I got
it's
some of those
like
too.
wow.
I got some of those too. Was saying, hey, listen, we were just gonna watch. Who in the DMV area was like, man, we was just gonna watch online, but when we saw what was going on, we had to come, and we had to come, and even with some of the things we had to deal with, um, during the week, such as the elevators and the escalators, we had an amazing time. Apostle, I think that's where we was going next is the unity, the monumental event, of course, of the changing of the guard, the new presidium coming in, Apostle Rookert and Apostle Greaves moving to the first vice presiding bishop, and Apostle Heron moving into the second vice presiding bishop. That Friday was monumental.
Absolutely. And let me say this. One, shout out to Apostle Rooker, Apostle John Gray Sr.,
Yeah,
and Apostle Vincent Greaves Sr. for an outstanding job leading
yeah,
us through one of the most historic times of our lives,
yeah,
right? Like
yeah.
these, what we experienced are things that we read in history books,
That's right. That's right.
you know. So special shout out, thank you, homage, deference to great leadership, senior leadership, who in that time took some unprecedented measures, collaborated, and catapulted the organization,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah.
And then congratulations to our current leadership that is ready to take the reins and continue in the same trajectory, and
That's
that
right.
is Apostle Rookert, Apostle Vincent Greaves Sr., and Apostle James Heron Sr. So
Yeah.
special homage and deference to our current um, presiders, and we are excited about the future of IBW. Alexa said I broke my tambourine at the convocation.
Oh man, they was playing those tambourines, and even while we here, Jay, let's we want to definitely shout out. Convocation is different when you're attending versus when you're working. So we want to give a shout out to everybody who worked behind the scenes during
Mm,
convocation, every auxiliary leader, the adjutants, the operations department led by Lady Donna Daniels, everybody, the finance department, the finance team,
yeah,
the ushers, Robin, Patrick Brown, um, everybody
I
who
rock.
IROC, yes, I definitely have to shout out. I have to shout out our IYPU team, the IYPU team, and the student council. I'm so proud of Gabe, of Vincent Jr., of Destiny, of Jalen. I am so proud of them stepping up to the plate, and helping to run. It is different. Every body doesn't have programming that they have to do all week long with children as well. Samantha, RC, Jeremy, and Ladine. I mean, we have some great young people. Of course, my squad, Sam, Kiana, and Raina. I'll go to bat. I'll go to battle with them. I'll tackle any mountain, any task, with those four. Shah, let me shout out Shah. Shah, I see you in the comments, man. He on our IYPU prayer night, man. When I say he poured out in leading and intercession while people were working the altar, Shah, we love you, man. Thank you so much. So I'm excited. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm
Yo,
excited.
man. And we had some amazing, just workshops. Bishop Bonnie Hunter and Elder Kiana led a standing room only workshop.
Man, I
On,
heard great things about that workshop.
yeah, the women's department. I mean, Blaze, the Pearl Chucks and Pearls,
Yeah, most
was a
definitely.
Blaze,
Most
Kingdom
definitely.
Entrepreneurs. I mean, just some important financial content.
Yeah,
And shout out to them. And I mean, just all of our workshop leaders.
yeah,
Um, and again, for everyone who contributed and who shared
yeah,
during the
yeah.
convocation, it was
District
great
Elder
because of
Logan,
you.
District Elder Logan did one for IYPU for the young adults for the 18 and older group called Millennials and Money.
Wow.
Man, and he talked about principles of stewardship. He talked about home owning. He talked about saving. Like I mean, it was valuable things. And just talking to some young people afterwards, they're like, "Thank you so much," because he shared with us some things that we did not know and would not have known. So
Yeah.
man, it was just an amazing week. My feet was hurting by the time the week was. I know
Hey
it was
man,
over.
listen, I think I slept for like 3 weeks. Like I just, man, yo, the music was crazy. Praise team was killing. I
Of
mean,
course.
it's like, I mean,
Shout out to the band: Corey Baker, Glenn Gibson, Jonathan Chappell, James
Daryl
Coley,
Woodson.
Daryl
Yeah,
Woodson. I
yeah.
mean, of course, shout out
Yo,
to the
y'all,
praise team.
y'all had some man. Shout out to Whoop who really made sure like the young dudes got on during the when the teen choir, when the IYPU choir was singing. There was some young
Yeah,
brothers
yeah,
who were playing, man. And Spud, that was us.
yeah, man. That was us.
That was me and you.
Yep,
That was me
yep,
and you,
yep.
man.
Man, the,
So
the music department, the music ministry, praise and worship, Rick,
yeah,
Jakari, Sharella, Paula. Oh
David,
man, it was amazing.
Rashad. Yeah, I
Rashad,
mean,
yeah.
it was really
It's
good.
everybody just came together. Everything came together. It was an amazing week. It was
Yeah,
an amazing week.
it was.
That's all I can say.
It's interesting, and then I guess we can move on. We kind of gave this about 20 minutes already,
Mhm.
and I know we got some stuff to share. Apostle Grease said it was 100 voices on Friday. Yes, sir.
Yes,
That
sir.
was one of them, and they're still coming, and they're still coming.
That's right.
But I mean, like like even the preaching, like every service was solid, man. Like no convention talk, right? Like sometimes you have the situations like, that was an okay service. That was man, every service was
Hmm.
blazing
Hmm.
from
Yeah,
Sunday to
yeah. From
Friday.
Sunday to
Every
Friday. Yeah,
service
yeah,
was a hit.
yeah. Can I exegete before I bring the heat? My.
Can I educate before I modulate?
uh,
Slow
oh
down
man.
before I throw down.
Of course, we gotta give it to Bishop Page. We gotta give it to Bishop Page. He kind of, he kind of,
Man,
he kind of went in on people's DDs a little, a little bit. Jason, I was in the back crying, crying laughing when he said DD
they,
stands but didn't do it.
they do it. They do it. But I
Oh
mean,
man, it was amazing. And let me just say this. And this is to everybody who was at the Christian Light Club. Jay, we used to have the most amazing
oh
Christian Light
man,
Clubs growing up. I mean, it was just, that was the go-to event for IYPU during the week. That was the
yeah,
go-to event. You could get booed. I mean, I'm going back to Logan and Adrian and
Adrian hosting.
Bishop Adrian Poole hosting. I mean, that
Yeah,
was the go-to event. It kind of morphed as we got older a little bit. We tried some different things, and this year we brought it back. And let me just say that 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 the spirit of the Christian Light Club is back. Okay, it is back.
oh,
It is back. And
oh,
she's from Jersey. We had some young people one lady in particular who came and who just turned the room upside down. Just turned the
yeah,
room upside down.
yeah. Those are absolutely amazing. So we want to say thank you, everyone, for your investment, for your time, for your contribution, and that's on both sides. Whether you were in attendance to enjoy and fellowship,
That's right.
and those who work every one's role was important to just the overall success of convocation. So we greatly appreciate you on tonight. Tony said it did not disappoint. No,
Did
it did
not
not.
disappoint.
It did
Oh,
not.
it did not disappoint.
It did not disappoint. Well, y'all. Oh, hold on one second. Hold on one second. I got a guest that's coming on. Hold on. Spot, you can talk. Let me just get this.
Okay, listen. I see Mother Roberts. Mother Roberts, thank you so much. I was looking for you. I'm glad you're tuned in with us today. Again, we got about 3 more minutes. If you want to put your favorite convocation moment in the comment section, or you would like to come on the show and give it before we move into the next section, put your email address in the comments and we'll bring you on. We have some amazing announcements today. We are moving on from convocation. Yes, we had a high time in the Lord, but now we're about to go even higher for the November Leadership Summit, November 9th through 11th in Richmond, Virginia. So I'm excited. I'm waiting for Jay. We got some amazing things we want to announce. We want to announce, give you all the information before you see the marketing flood ready to happen. If you are planning already to meet us in Richmond, let us know in the comments. I'm going to be there. I know that for sure.
I'm going to be there.
If you're planning to meet us in Richmond, Virginia for the Leadership Summit, November 9th through the 11th, let us know in the comment section. We can't wait to see you. We can't wait to see you.
Yeah, we have a very, again, we have a come on, Anisha.
Come on, Anisha. Anisha got the Holy Ghost at convocation.
Huh?
Come on, Anisha.
Yeah. Congratulations. Keep the fire. Keep feeding the fire. Yeah. Those who are planning to come to the leadership, I see RC is commenting already.
Tony.
We're just continuing in the momentum that we had last year. And I'm not sure how many people have just really been paying attention of just the momentum that's been happening within our organization.
That's right.
The changes, modifications, the sacrifices that people have been doing as individuals, as well as the sacrifices as a team that's been happening to, help the organization progress into the future. And so we're really, really excited. And I mean, Spud, yeah, I sent the link over to someone so we could.
Okay, perfect. RC says he's planning on coming. Anisha says she's coming. Mother Robert says she's planning on being there. Raina says she can't wait. Bishop Dwight, I believe that's Bishop Dwight and Lady.
Yeah, Lady Dwight. Yeah.
It is going to be an amazing experience. We're about to get Eric Williams. We are getting ready to give you the details. We're getting ready to give you all the information. And of course, as we work up to the November Leadership Summit, we will have several guests. Of course, we're going to have our chief apostle and presiding bishop. We're going to have our presidium. We're going to have Apostle Vincent Greaves and Apostle Heron. Edgar and Jones will be there. Thank you. I can't wait to see everybody. We'll have our speakers that will be coming on. I'm so excited, Jay, because the Leadership Summit is expanding.
It's expanding.
It's expanding. We're expanding. We're doing things bigger and better than we're adding some things than we had last year for our first Leadership Summit.
Yeah. So Spud, I think we're ready. The guest is here. And so we're gonna give Elder Kitchings
to
share a moment.
Bless you.
How you doing,
how's everybody?
Sir?
All
doing
right.
Well.
I'm trying to keep with you young folks. You know how that goes.
Jay, while other kids are getting ready, put Apostle Greaves' comment on the screen and leave that there for a second. If you don't remember, somebody better go back and look at this. Look at the stream if you don't remember.
Listen, you're gonna want Apostle to pay for your registration.
That's right.
Yeah. So, Elder Kitchens, what shall we say?
Well, can I get real churchy for a minute? Giving honor to God, who is the head of my life.
Come on here.
But seriously, it was a wonderful, wonderful convention, convocation. There are two things that stood out for me. One being, this is in no particular order, so I don't want you to think I'm rating one over the other, but two things that stood out for me was, one was, a lot of people may or may not know, but Apostle Greaves and I are ordination brothers. We were ordained as elders in the Lord's church on the exact same night.
Wow.
And as it worked out this particular year, ordination was Thursday, July 7th. When we got ordained, it was Thursday, July 7th, 1994.
Wow.
So it was not just, it was the same date, same night, same day of the week, all of that stuff like that. So to be able to witness my brother being elevated to first vice presider was definitely a highlight, a personal highlight for me.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Yes, sir.
And the second one, and I'm trying to keep it in the 2 minutes. I don't want you to mute me. The second one definitely had to be the fact that Apostle Rogers was part of our convocation. Just speaking from the historical point of view, I was in a certain position in 1997 when, certain things happened and whatnot like that. And so for me, it was kind of a personal bit of closure, if you want to allow me to use that term, because I saw certain events. We don't have to go into the details. We know what we're talking about there. But to see the moment where worldwide and international were in a place where they were formally acknowledging and celebrating each other was just a great highlight for me. And, for me going back, I am 5 years younger than the organization. Praise the Lord. My mom was a member of Bible Way in Washington under, even at that time, he wasn't presider because he had not yet, started, the national church yet. So when I say Bible Way is in my DNA, it's in my DNA from birth.
Yes, sir.
So, it was just a great moment to be able to see that we can still come together and, be brothers in the Lord and be sister organizations.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Some of you, you guys are kind of young, but you might remember there was a Pentecostal Apostolic Fellowship
I remember
some years ago out at the Brendan Byrne. At that time, it was called the Brendan Byrne Arena in the Meadowlands. And that was a similarity because it was the first time at that particular juncture that the two organizations, Church of Our Lord and Bible Way, had really come together in a way to really formally acknowledge each other. And so for me, July 8th kind of was a second moment, in that same frame. So it was just a blessing. The convention was great. The speakers were great. Apostle Rooker, there's nothing you can say. You can't say nothing bad about the man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, to God be the glory. So that was really it. I didn't want to, I don't want to take up all the time. I know there's more to be talked about, but just wanted to share that.
I thank you for.
Can I say to you two gentlemen, because I've had the privilege of literally watching both of you grow up, it makes me godly proud to see how God is continuing to grow and develop you as young men in the Lord and everything you're doing. And I'm just praying for you that you'll just keep on keeping on.
Yes, sir.
Thank you,
yes,
sir.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate you, Brian. Love you.
Thank you so much.
All right.
All right. Have an amazing evening.
Mm-hmm.
Well, whoo. Apostle
think,
Greaves.
Yeah.
I think we got some answers. Elder Kitchens, thank you for your sharing tonight, man.
I think he speaks for a lot of us and those who have Bible Way in their DNA. I think again, it was just monumental from multiple aspects.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's why, I'm just referring to it as just one to remember, one that will be etched in people's minds and hearts.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, I will pay the registration for the first person that tells me what I preach. Some people said 1-800, call 1-800-holiness. And then someone came back and said, call to be holy.
All right, Apostle, you got to give us what you got to set the answer.
Yeah, you got to set the answer.
Is it call 1-800-holiness? Is it just 1-800
call to be holy?
Is it called to be holy?
And as we
he
wait
said
for
that's
him,
not it.
That's not it. God bless. Please know that this request is expiring tonight by the end of this live.
That was Tony says that was the subtopic.
Subtopic. Yeah.
Jay, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and get into these details, man. I mean, we've been holding this for a little while, for a few weeks, and we got to get this. We got to get it out.
All right. So everyone, lock it in. November 9th through the 11th. From the door, please know that there is a virtual option and there is an in-person option.
And an in-person option. That's right.
We're not waiting to release the virtual option. We're releasing it from the beginning to know that you have a virtual option, because we want you to make plans to connect with us either in person or virtually. All right. So it is November 9th through November 11th.
Jeff.
I couldn't even play that off. I couldn't continue to talk. Jeff, Elder Brown. Oh, man. November 9th through the 11th. It should be up on the website within the next day or so. You'll be able to click on the flyer. We are focusing on building leaders for the future, November 9th through the 11th, y'all. And I mean, we have some amazing topics and speakers.
That's right. That's right.
So I don't know, Spud. How do you want to do this, man? How do you want to?
And let's talk about. Let's start with the speakers and the topics that we're going to be covering. Number one, we can get into the additions. We're adding some sessions. We're adding some things. Apostle Rookard is adamant. He is adamant in order for us to progress into the future as a church, we have to build and prepare leaders for the future. So he is adamant. He is very, very passionate about providing avenues for leadership growth, all the way from the bishops, all the way down to the everyday leader that is a laity, that is a laity in the church. We're all leaders. We are all leaders. So the leadership conference is for everyone. You do not have to have a title to register and attend the leadership conference. Everybody from the pulpit to the door is a leader in some capacity. You may not lead, you may not be able to lead in everything, but you are a leader in some capacity. So again, from the pulpit to the door, we're calling Bishop Apostle Darnell Dixon Thursday night, I believe it was. I'll never forget this. I was just kind of in awe. He talked about the responsibility of leadership. He talked about the just in a few minutes during the offering. He talked about the responsibility of leadership, the responsibility of being a leader. And so we are calling on every bishop, every pastor, every executive pastor, every assistant pastor, every administrator, every praise and worship leader, pastors, get your teams together. Get your teams together and make sure you register, because you don't want to miss this.
This is not something that you want to receive the information alone. This is something that you want your teams, you want your spouse to receive the information so that you can dialogue from different perspectives and see how you can take what's discussed back to your churches to impact them, right? And bro, I think one of the things that I really appreciate about this particular one, when you talked about the expansion and adding,
Yeah.
this is not just about doing church better.
That's right. That's right.
This is legit about doing life better.
Yeah.
Like we,
Yeah. Yeah.
have content that if you work corporate America, there's parts of this that you can take back to your teams in corporate America. There are parts that you can take back to your family. There's even a special session that we've added this year that's going to particularly deal with couples and their homes.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. We are focusing on, and Jay, I think we might as well just go through the sessions, the speakers for our new pastors, for our new churches who are looking to grow their ministry. You're looking to grow your church. We're focusing on church growth. Hey, is your paperwork in order? Is your paperwork in order to that new pastor who just planted, or hey, to that pastor who's had their church for some years now, but you've been praying the IRS don't come knocking? Is your paperwork? I mean, we are covering a myriad of topics, and I'm excited. So let's talk about Wednesday. Let's talk about Wednesday,
man. I'm excited that on Wednesday. We have.
This is an addition.
On Wednesday,
Anisha won. Anisha, Apostle Greaves is paying for your registration.
Yeah, good job. Woo!
Good job, Anisha.
Come on.
And let's shout out Anisha. This was her first. I believe
was her first convocation, and she OD'd, y'all. She OD'd. Yeah, she was working with us.
That's
in
right.
the media.
That's right.
She was also at the Tarry altar.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right.
In between doing that, I mean, she was just doing so much because she was just so excited. And I'm glad that on her first convention, she received the baptism of the Holy Ghost. So she went home changed.
That's right.
And my brother, she became a new youth leader at her church.
Come on. What?
Yeah,
man. Let's all right. Okay, so Anisha, we will see you in Richmond. We'll see you in Richmond. But let's talk about Wednesday, Jay.
Okay,
last year we started off with the welcome reception. We started off with the welcome reception. We started on. Ain't that something? Apostle said he tarried with her. Man, look at God. We started off last year with the welcome reception at, I believe it was 7:30 p.m. Wednesday night. Everybody enjoyed themselves. We just ate, we just fellowship, we just talked. But we got an addition this year.
Yeah.
We got an addition. We're growing and expanding.
You do not want to get there late. You want to be there. One, it's a conclave. It's a conclave, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be addressing the bishops. The bishops will have their session.
That's right.
And the bishops will be with none other than the Honorable Bishop Timothy J. Clark from Columbus, Ohio, First Church of God.
Man, you can't miss this. Strictly our general, strictly for the bishops. You got a conclave for 2.5 hours. A working session. Oh man, I wish I could be in there, but I can't.
Yeah, I mean, I don't strive to be a bishop, but just for that 2.5 hours.
For that 2.5 hours,
for that 2.5 hours. Apostle Greaves, do we have any temporary interim paperwork that I can get by November? Is there an accelerated catechism? But Bishop Timothy J. Clark will be with our bishops. For our pastors, we have Pastor Evan Risher.
That's right.
From the Ramp Church, Texas, that will be teaching church growth 0 to 500. If you are a district elder, a pastor. We're focusing on church growth. Listen, you have salvation down. You have the spiritual principles down. Now we are looking at how you can connect your church to grow in quantity
Yes,
and
right.
quality.
That's right.
Quality
That's right.
and quantity.
That's right.
With
That's right.
some systems and some strategies from someone who did it, from someone
That's right.
who's worked
That's right.
in different capacities.
That's right.
Who's still putting in time, and
that's for, again, our district elders, our pastors. That's a 2.5 hour session. Please note, it's not just going to be presentation. We're going to be working. We're going to be conversing, discussing. We're going to be and if you are not familiar, don't be afraid. Again, these are well-known, proven people who we're bringing. But if you're not familiar with Bishop Timothy Clark, trust me, you will get familiar with him. If you're not familiar with, really, it's Overseer Evan Risher of the One Way Churches International, from is it Houston, Jay? I believe he's in Houston.
Fort Worth,
Texas. His church is not 10 years old, and I want to say he has over 500 members, a young ministry, a young pastor, who is one of the forward thought leaders in church growth principles.
Yeah, and actually his church turns 10 next week. Next week they'll be celebrating turn 10. Now, okay, we're just dealing with Wednesday because Overseer Richard got some stuff, y'all.
Like, we're just dealing with Wednesday.
He's with us for a couple days.
Again, Wednesday, the bishops, the General Board of Bishops, if you are Bishop Ibw, you're with Bishop Timothy Clark for the Bishops Conclave for 2.5 hours. Oh man, that is, and then if you are a senior pastor, district elder, you are with Overseer Evan Risher, and we're going to be specifically talking about church growth. Yeah. Church growth. Yep. That's not it, Jay.
That's not it, because pastors and bishops are not all there is to ministry.
That's right.
There are some other people that play significant roles, and man, Bishop Dr. Charles J.J. Jackson III will be in the building, and he has a joint session with Dr. Sean Souls. But the first part of that session is called the Significant Second.
I'm gonna be with them. I'm gonna be with Bishop Dr. J.J. Jackson. Again, he's Bible Way's own, but let's not play down his credentials. MDiv degree. Demon. He is a proctor at the United Theological Seminary. We're not talking about no fly-by-night schools. We talking about
novice. He is not a novice.
We talking about ATS accredited major theological seminaries, and he's Bible Way's own. And he's going to be talking about the significant second. Everybody who is not a senior pastor, whether you hold a title or not, you need to be in this leaders conclave. This leaders conclave.
You want to be there. Listen, that significant second is going to be amazing, because what people don't know, in many instances, ministries, corporations rise to the strength of their team. Or they fall to the strength of their team.
That's right.
If the team is weak, the corporation or the ministry cannot go anywhere.
That's right.
So listen, pastors, listen to strategy.
That's not it. That's why our bishops and our pastors, we need you to make sure that you have your team registered for the meeting. It would, whether it's in person or virtual, there's no excuse for us to miss this opportunity to grow. If our chief apostle is committed to providing us opportunities and tools to grow and to develop, we need to take advantage of that opportunity and commit and partner with the vision.
November 9th through the 11th. You can do virtual or you can do in person. It's gonna.
That's not it. That's not it though.
I know we got one more. We got
one more part of that leader. So we got the bishops conclave. We got the pastors. We got the bishops conclave with Bishop Timothy Clark. We got the pastors conclave with overseer Evan Rusher. We have the leaders conclave with the first half with Bishop J.J. Jackson, and then what's the second half of that conclave?
The second half is Bishop Dr. Sean Souls, who's going to talk about the necessity for leaders and laity to be rooted in the word. See, pastors aren't the only ones that need to be rooted in the word. Laity, leaders, anybody that is connected to our ministries and our influences and our serving in any capacity, even the volunteers.
That's right.
One of the things that's going to help us in these times that we're living in, these deceptive times that we're living in, is being rooted in the word. When you're rooted in the word, as that significant second, when you're rooted in the word, you're not easy to quit. You won't quit easy when things get rough.
Man, so
I question the depth, the root, how much people are rooted in the word of God when they're ready to just quit ministry.
Yeah,
it's an indictment.
Yeah.
So Dr. Souls,
Bishop Haynes, yes. We have of course, an in-person registration option, and we have the virtual registration option that you can take advantage of as well. Again, we're encouraging everybody, every bishop, every pastor to partner and to come into covenant with this vision to be in Richmond, Virginia. If you absolutely cannot be there, register for the virtual option, and also make sure you have your teams. Bishops, pastors, leaders conclave, the significant second. Hey, listen, what if you are called to be number 2? What if you are called to be number 2? What if you are built? What if you were built? What if you were ordained? What if you were built to be number 2?
Powerful.
It's nothing wrong with it. It's nothing wrong with it. It's nothing wrong with it.
That's powerful. Don't be tricked by social media and by those who are out here seeking titles and things like that, when there is such a need for those to recognize the anointing that comes with being number 2.
It's nothing wrong with it. It's nothing wrong. So look, Wednesday afternoon, because again, we're not going to start too early, but we're giving everybody time to get in. Wednesday afternoon, we're starting off with a bang with these conclaves. Get your pins. We're going to give you pins and pads. Maybe I'm speaking a little too early. I don't know if
yeah. It's all right.
But you cannot miss these conclaves that are going to take place on Wednesday. And then after the conclaves, later on that evening, we have our welcome reception.
Yeah.
We have our welcome reception where, again, we are going to sit, we're going to eat, we're going to fellowship, we're going to talk. Our presidium will be talking. They'll be answering some questions as we did last year. And man, it was just an amazing time of fellowship we had at that welcome reception.
Yep. It was really, really good, man. And I think people got to enjoy themselves because that was kind of like a reintroduction for many who had not seen each other in a while. Yeah. And the chief got a chance to see some people. The presiders were able to see some people. They weren't guarded off with a bunch of adjutants, but everyone was free to communicate and connect with each other before the conference actually got started. And so this time, we're starting with the classes, and then we'll go into the reception.
That's right.
And then on Thursday morning, we're back. We're back to learn. We're back to get fed. We're back to be educated, get the tools that we need to do life and do ministry at a high level. So Thursday morning, we're opening up with Bishop Timothy J. Clark. We're not going to be selfish and just let the bishops get them. But yeah, Bishop Clark is going to do 2 classes for us on that day. And we're going to
do both general sessions.
Yeah, we'll start with him and we'll end with him. And, we're going to be talking ministry. We're going to be talking leadership. We're going to be talking, development and growth. especially as kingdom representatives. So
That's
he's
right.
going to share with us on that day. And then Overseer Everett is coming back. But this time,
For our breakout session, sessions, Overseer Evan Risher. What is
Overseer,
this one called? This is hold on. This is why you gotta make sure you have your teams tuned in as well. You have to make sure your teams are there. Those who you depend on, those who you count on, you got to make sure they're there for this one.
yeah, this one is called 7 People You Can't Build Your Church With.
Ooh.
7 types of people that you cannot build your church with or your ministry with, but 7 people that don't belong on your team.
That don't belong on your team. Could it be possible? Is it possible that some of our growth is stifled because we are building with the wrong people?
Y'all, we're tackling some things. We're confronting some things. We're
We
trying to
addressing
help.
the elephant in the room. We're addressing a lot of elephants in the room. This leadership summit.
Yeah, this is going to be really, really good. And then the other workshop on that day would be myself, Elder Brown, Elder Cornell Showell, and Brother Sam Roberts. And we're going to be giving you marketing, media, and production.
That's
We're going
right.
to be giving you marketing, media, and production.
That's right.
We're giving the nuts and bolts of marketing. We're giving the nuts and bolts of media and production. We're giving a couple examples of different setups based on your ministry, based on where you are technology wise, and the personnel that you have to assist.
That's right.
You see what we do at convention. For those churches that can accommodate that, we'll share that information. And then those who are pastoring family-sized churches like myself, there are some other setups that you can use that we will share that's budget friendly. And so again, the goal is to educate. The goal is to give the tools. The goal is to, show you how you can do ministry at a high level, regardless of the size of your ministry.
That's right.
Right? You can impact wherever you are. And we're gonna help give you the resources to make that happen. And so again, go ahead.
We want you, our session, we want you to leave with tangible answers. Tangible answers, again, from the small family church to the mid-sized church to the large church. We want you to leave with answers. So again, we're not just going to be presenting, but we're going to be doing some hands-on demonstrations with different setups, different programs. If you have questions, if you're looking to start, we're going to have a setup for you. If you're looking to take your marketing and media and production to the next level, we're going to have something for you. If you already do it at a high level and you're looking to take it even higher, we're going to have something for you. How to do flyers that look presentable. We're going to have something for you, some how-tos. Because the truth of the matter is for some of us, our flyers and our marketing and what people see on social media is their first impression of us.
So the virtual ushers.
Does the flyer that you put to promote your church or to promote your ministry, does that really reflect what you want to be reflected? Because I'll be even personally honest. I look at some flyers and say, okay, I'm not going to that, based off of the flyer. So we want to make sure what you're presenting represents the level of excellence that you want to represent. So again, we want you to leave with answers. We want you to leave with solutions. We want you to leave with tangible steps going forward. And the truth is, our streams and our production, it represents the kingdom. It represents our church. You know what I'm saying? So again, we want you to leave with some tangible answers in your hand. And that's what we want to do on Thursday. So again, we're starting off with Bishop Timothy Clark on Thursday. Then we got Overseer Evan Risher. Then we're doing media marketing and production. But wait, there's more. we're having a lunch. We're having a lunch on Thursday, again, for the pastors.
For pastors.
For the pastors. For the pastors. This working lunch is entitled "Are You Up to Code?" Are you up to code? Is your paperwork in order? And our very own Bishop Dr. Ricky Carr will be leading a working lunch session with the pastors, talking about making sure you are up to code with the IRS, with your paperwork. Man.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. And I mean, this just speaks to the level of investment that we're making to get our churches stronger, so that
That's
they
right.
can have more influence and more impact. The question is, if your church closed, would that neighborhood miss you? Would that neighborhood even know that you're gone?
Yeah.
Or would they be happy that you're gone?
Yeah.
Those, the proverbial question that we should be asking, and it will show us the level, the level of impact that we have. So that's what the focus is. That's what we're going. That those are the tools. And for Thursday, those you can hear both us and Overseer Risher.
That's
Right?
right.
Before lunch, there'll be a group with Overseer Risher. Then there'll be a group with us in the marketing, media, and production. And then after lunch, we'll switch so that you can get both sessions. All right. And then that's Thursday.
That's Thursday. That's a packed day.
That's a
packed day.
very, very packed day. A lot of information, a lot of content, great takeaways. And then, bro, on Friday morning, I'm excited.
I'm excited about this too, man.
Archbishop Ralph Dennis will be in the building.
Man. Woo! Oh man, Archbishop Ralph Dennis. I mean, we could call him a leadership connoisseur.
Absolutely.
Man, I'm excited. Archbishop Ralph Dennis is going to be with us on Friday morning for our general session. After Bishop Dennis, we're coming back with...
Man, proud to announce we're doing a marriage session that is being led by Bishop George and Pastor Mary Seawright from Abundant Life Worship Church in New Jersey. Bishop and Pastor Mary will be in the building, and we're going to be talking about marriages. I told you we're moving different for this one. We're making sure that we're hitting areas that impact our churches.
That's right. That's right.
Families impact our churches. When we can have strong families, we'll have strong ministries. If we got weak families, then we'll have weak ministries. But Bishop George and Pastor Mary, two of the most respected couples in the kingdom. And they do marriage workshops and seminars all over the world. You'll see them at IPNL and so many other places doing workshops and hosting married couples. And Ibw, they have us on their schedule, and they're going to be in the building, and we want you to be there with us. This is going to be different. They're going to be talking family. They're going to be talking couples. They're going to be talking ministry. They're going to be talking life.
Man, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. And look, I'm excited for what we have next. Okay, so again, Friday we're starting off with Archbishop Ralph Dennis.
Yeah.
Then we're coming back after Archbishop Ralph Dennis, and we have Bishop and Pastor Seawright. We'll break for lunch after those sessions.
Yeah.
And then we're coming back, with this progressing into the future, with building leaders for the future. There has to be cohesion between the generations. There has to be cohesion between the generations, and we are excited to bring representatives from 2 generations, and then we'll even have some other people who are included as well. But we're going to be welcome Dr. Mac Johnson, Dr. Mac Jackson from the Bible Way Church of Atlas Road in Columbia, South Carolina, who serves as executive pastor there. And then we're going to be welcoming DJ Jackson, who serves as the chief operating officer of the Bible Way Church of Atlas Road in Columbia, South Carolina, which is a major ministry, several properties, several community centers and outreach program, senior citizens home. You go down the line, you name it. And one of the leaders at the helm of that movement is a millennial, who sits as COO, and then Pastor Mac Jackson, who serves as I believe is I'm not sure if it's executive or assistant. Is it executive? I believe it's executive pastor. And Jay, we're going to be talking about what? We're going to be talking about community.
We're going to talk about faith. We're going to talk about family. We're going to talk about community, impacting multiple generations all at one time, ways that your churches can be a part of some positive things in the community and lead the way, not just be a part where you're in the number, but also be a leader of the impact and the changes that are happening. And they're going to share some real important information on how you can get connected, and I pray that it inspires those who are already doing but maybe want to take it up a notch, those who are not doing anything at all but now understand the importance and the necessity to do something on a community level. So I mean, just that Friday, we're talking kingdom, we're talking marriage, we're talking family, we're talking community. Again, This is not just how you do church better, this is how you do life better. This is how you do. These are the conversations, and they're going to be Q&As throughout the week, and we're going to provide you with your leadership toolkits.
That's
so
right.
so that you can take the information. You can just bring yourself if you want to bring an electronic device, but for the rest of it, we're going to have some things for you so that you can take notes. We're going to have some handouts and things that you can take back to your church. For your next leadership meeting, you can have your follow-up from the leadership and see what things you can do immediately in the ministry. And then we're going to close.
We're going to close
with the closer of all closers. Huh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Our apostle, former first vice presider, Apostle John Gray.
Apostle John Gray.
Oh, man. Developing leaders while developing yourself. I mean,
man,
sheesh.
As leaders, we have the responsibility to develop other leaders, but then we also have the responsibility to make sure that we're continuing to be developed ourselves. Man, he just released an amazing book. I am excited for Apostle John Gray to share and to close out the IBW Leadership Summit. And that's Jay. That is 2.5 days of power, 2.5 days of much needed information, 2.5 days that you cannot miss. You have to register to be there in person or to be there virtually so that you cannot miss this opportunity to grow, this opportunity to invest in yourself. To invest in yourself and grow. So we got Bishop Timothy Clark. We've got Overseer Evan Risher. We've got Bishop Dr. J.J. Jackson, Dr. Sean Sewells, Bishop Dr. Ricky Carr, Bishop and Pastor C. Wright, Archbishop Ralph Dennis, DJ Jackson, Pastor Mac Jackson, Dr. Mac Jackson, excuse me. and Apostle John Gray. This is going to be a 2.5 days that you do not want to miss. We have not even began to mention, as Pastor Moody alluded to, the toolkits that we're going to be giving you. Listen, I know last year with your registration, you got a nice registration card, but hey, listen, this year we're giving you some kits. I can't wait for you to see the items, the International Bible Way Leadership Summit items that you will be given and that you will be able to take away with. It's gonna be amazing.
Yeah. So when you're packing, make sure you leave room to pack your toolkit to come back with you, because you're gonna need some space for your toolkit.
That's right. That's right.
And bro, I'm truly excited. So over the next couple of days, this is just our initial announcement. Over the next couple of days, you'll get the emails, you'll get the registration links, and it's going to be an investment into the future of yourself, your ministry, your family. General registration is going to be $150. VIP is going to be $200. We will itemize what you're getting with each registration, and then virtual registration will be $100. You'll be able to register online on internationalbibleway.org. This is going to be an investment. Please make sure that you get your days in for those who have to work, who don't work remotely. Or if you work remotely, we want you to take the day off. Don't try to work while you're at the conference, right? If you don't have to, don't try, because you don't want to miss the information. And then also know that when the conference is over, the workshops will be available to you for 7 days. Once you leave, it'll be available to you for a week on that following, not the immediate Monday, but the following Monday will be available to you for you to view. And you'll be able to recap and get some notes that you weren't able to take, or you may have missed something. And then
it's going on demand. Then it's going on IBW on demand.
Yeah, so make sure you subscribe. Like, you're gonna have access to a lot of content and information up there.
That's right.
On many different things that are happening. We're excited, man. Some things are coming down the pike. We just gave you a little leadership stuff. We want you to tune in. Starting September, we're gonna have content on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. We're gonna give you updates on Wednesdays, on Tuesdays. This next month, we're gonna be looking at some authors within the organization. As he mentioned, Apostle John Gray has written a book. Dr. Ricky Carr has some books that are out there. Dr. Logan just released a book. And we'll have them and a few other authors that are within the organization that has some amazing that has an amazing literary work that will add value to your life. So tune in, y'all. We moving. IBW is progressing into the future. There is no hype. We've been consistent for the past a year and a half at this point. We've been consistent. And we want to stay on that path, and your investment into what's happening will allow us to do that. So we greatly appreciate everybody that was logged in tonight. Greatly appreciate your time. Bro, last words.
Again, you must be there. Registration links will go out this week. Will be on the website again. That's $150 for general registration. That's $200 for VIP, $100 for virtual. And if you're asking, hey, the price went up a little bit from last year. Again, as Pastor Moody said, we are increasing the offerings, and we're also increasing the offerings for what we're giving you for registration. So you'll see itemized some things that are being added to your registration, the toolkit, some catered lunches, some different things like that. And again, the value of the information that you're going to receive for the Leadership Summit is invaluable. So make sure you make the investment. Bishops, pastors, make sure your team is there. Make sure they're there either in person or virtually. I can't wait to be there. I can't wait to see you in November. I'm registering as soon as the link drops.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Now may the grace of God and the sweet communion of the Holy Spirit, y'all, It's been an amazing night. Welcome back. Our first night, we went a little bit over time, but it was our first night, and we miss y'all, and want you to continue to just pray for the chief and the executive board, as they are just tirelessly working and thinking of ways that the organization can grow and that they can help impact the churches that are connected to the organization. So thank you for hanging out with us tonight. We're coming back next week. We got some more content. Also, look out. Tomorrow there's going to be a replay of this, and there's going to be a replay of a conversation last night on finances with Don Wilson and Carl Felton of Civil Benefits Group. All right, and so you'll see both of those played tomorrow. For those who missed it, you'll watch the replay. So again, thanks for hanging out with us. God bless everyone, and have an exceptional night, and get some rest. Because
all right, family.
November.